like you. Be strong to hold the powers of the sun. To dream, believe in strength. Now I'm the only one, only one.
Good evening to all happy people, and if for some reason you're not happy yet, I wish you will be very soon, and it will be cool if I might be helpful in that somehow. It's evening time, nothing much change, meet you in gym again. Today I want to talk a little bit about our weak ways of our mind, of ways of thinking. In the previous videos I mentioned the points what have quite creative and positive effects, some faculty of our mind. Of course, it's everything depends on what you focus on our mind, but also we have a lot of weak points as well, so I want to mention some. So yeah, first of all, I just tell you what we're doing today. So today we training chest because it's only one part of muscle what I'm not hurt. So do a little bit of warm up. I done a cycling, maybe 15 minutes or even less. So basically quite enough. And after that I'll do the cycling back. So at another 15-20 minutes. So probably if I burn my sugar, put it to down. I don't think so will burn a lot of calories, but still on the way back I'll burn a little bit of fat, so it would make us lean, because I add a bit calories for gain weight, and you know, sooner or later you might get a little bit of fat from it, so you need to add cardio exercises. So nothing much change, have a small gym and use best we have, so best equipment we have always in use. So as I said before, if I have like couple dumbbells, cool, can work with dumbbells, have a resistant band, work only with resistant band, high bar, dips, whatever, you can use everything what we have. So I will do 3-4 exercises, 4 sets each. I will keep like 8-10 reps per set and will be fine. So for sure it will keep my muscle fit enough, and maybe even have some potential to grow. Probably I didn't mention, I always working with my own way, always done squats, push-ups, run, jumps, and I didn't work with the way. So basically quite recently I jumped into this kind of fitness, and some people say bodybuilding. Yeah, we can say bodybuilding, you build your body, but I don't want to look like a professional bodybuilder. Basically it's what we have a picture in our mind, like super big guys with huge muscles, just want to be fit, feel good. As in yoga terms it's called happy body, so I just want to have a happy body and happy mind. But everything starts with the mind, so any desires, any wish, any aim, any dream, everything starts in your mind. And it's really interesting question, what is your mind is and where is your mind, and so on. So some people think it's just the brain process, some said it's like a soul connected to our body, whatever it is. So everything starts in your mind. So whatever you want to begin, whatever you want to achieve, whatever you want to be, become, whatever, how you want to look like, everything starts in your mind first. You can say in your head, in your brain, in your heart, in your soul, whatever terms you use, it depends from your beliefs. So basically you create that picture who you want to be and just move to there. And yeah, so today we will talk about some weak points. I want to mention just 2. Basically we have a lot, and we can turn anything like in a habit, even way of thinking. We can think always positively or negatively, and we can turn it to the habit. And I want to mention the judgments and provide a couple of examples why it's a weak way of our thinking process, let's say. It will be correct. It's quite difficult explain exactly the point I want, because I try to share experience what I got, we can say, in a trance state, when I just meditate and in a state with no source, and you can realize like your thinking process, your understanding process, just analyzing and logic, it's everything not the same. That even you can separate different way of thinking, you can separate, and all of this, I would say, conscious state or whatever, it's not the same. So exactly what you experience, what you're feeling in this moment, and what you can realize, is really, really different. And it's quite difficult to explain, but still I try my best. Also, I'll take examples, let's say, from classic psychology. So yeah, we are quite primitive. If you read some, I don't know, Abraham Maslow or Carl Gustav Jung, whatever, you can realize our mind, it's like program or machine, hardware, you can say, with some software, and it's really, really primitive. That's why really primitive things work on us, like subliminal messages and a lot of NLP techniques. Yeah, it works well, especially in marketing, because our mind work on quite basic principles, and I'm not surprised when the machine can do the same in the future. Probably you familiar with a project like a neuronet, when the what it's called, oh, I forgot the company name, whatever. So artificial intelligence, they make to analyze the information in the same way our neuron system. So basically computer can analyze information and think in a similar way as the humans, and if you make a research, it's like really, really incredible things what a computer can do now, and it's really, really powerful computers. So okay, it's actually not really what I wanna talk about, especially today. We try to focusing on our weak points. I call it weak points. Everything what I mean weak points, it what keep you further away from your goal. It what make you lack of tools for achieve what you want. It's everything what might kill your motivation, everything what might put your feelings down. So we have quite a lot. So one of it is judgments. So when we judge, yeah, basically who we are for judge as a people or creature, just try to be natural, because we burn a lot of energy. Why we feel so exhausted? Because we burn a lot of energy, not only on thinking process, but mostly also emotion, especially when we are really angry or go under control and so on. All our energy is just born. Same when we judge, especially other people, especially close people. Oh, they said it this way, and how they can say it about me. Just be neutral, because in a neutral position you cannot receive, but you cannot give any energy. But it's a little bit of mystic, but you know, with the psychology can have some proofs of it. Basically, it's difficult for make a research. You can just base the statistic. So when you talk or discuss about a certain people, you give your energy to them. So even when you think about someone, you give the energy to them. So if it's your relatives or friends or whatever, yeah, your attention is really good for them. You just feed them, let's say. Yeah, it's a pure mystic. but you can prove it on yourself. But when you say something good or bad, it doesn't matter about your boss or government, whatever, you give energy to them, and it works a little bit different than you think. So let's say popularity, it's a good or bad popularity, it's a still popularity, and it doesn't matter what emotions you spread it around. So when it's burning inside you, it's like a lamp, it's shining, and it's spread it around, and you lose it, and someone will got it. So it's really difficult to live and try to not judge people, whatever they said. Of course, sometimes people, they do the wrong thing and so on. So basically, we can skip that process and become to analyze. So we analyze, is it affect us, is it good or bad, or so on, but without judgment. The worst judgment when you judge like our coworkers, people close to us, our friends, maybe not close friends, and so on. But it doesn't matter what. Yeah, we like to talk, we like to discuss, especially different people and so on, and their weak or strong points, and we lose energy. So probably that's why such big importance in the Buddhism tradition having a retreat that have like a silent retreat without any negative thinking. I done many retreats, the retreat where you not communicate with anyone, and when you do the different retreats, also you have a certain precepts. Let's say, for example, don't have sex for 1 month or during the practice, don't intoxicate your body, not smoking or drinking, etc. Not feel strong emotions like positive or negative, whatever. And really important, it's not judge and also not compare. But to compareness, we'll come back a little bit later. So let's finish with the judgment first. So it's really huge importance. They try to like put it not on the top, but really important, like where you're thinking, where you're speaking, and try to not judge anyone, try to not compare yourself with others, and so on. So first of all, everything it's came for clear your mind, try to control your mind and control your emotions. It doesn't mean you became a robot and will feel nothing after it. It means when it's under control, you still can feel it, you can enjoy it, but it will not get over you, when you like in a state of affect, or when you get totally angry and you cannot control yourself and hit your friend or whatever it's happened, or I don't know, it's many different examples when everything goes under control, revenge can be cheating and so on. It's of course it's not under control, but still, I mean the things when you do the in a affect state, because sometimes it just people got blind, they change hormone system and we do the stupid things. So when you do the certain practice, when you try to control your thoughts, your emotions, you not judge, you not compare anyone, it can become like a stable. You not make a really huge waves. It's not go too down and it's not go too up. So you still can enjoy, you can enjoy every moment, you can contemplate the really nice nature, enjoy the weather, the warm wind, whatever, nice flowers, smell, everything. You can totally dive in these feelings and you can be totally in without any thoughts. It's not even destructive or negative thoughts, like with no thoughts at all, and you can be like totally in this moment and you can really enjoy it. And if some, let's say, unpleasant thing happened to you, you're disappointed in something, or I don't know, the friend tell you the sad story, maybe you dive in some kind of compassion, whatever. So you can feel it, but your feelings not go too low. It means it's not give you the kind of suffering, because sometimes we might get sad, but I would say too sad, and we suffering from our feelings. But basically, when you know the reality of these feelings, when they come from, sometimes when you really focus, it feels like this, all of the your feelings come from a heart part, from heart chakra, and after they separate for different kind of emotions. But first of all, it's just one part of energy, and you can get it like under control. And as well, if you wish, for example, you want to feel joy, yeah, you can recall that feelings, so you can fulfill yourself with the enjoyment, and it's really great. So basically, all sorts you have already, and all sorts is inside your body, and you can control it, you can make a recall. So basically, what the different ingredients do, like alcohol or nicotine or something, it's like a key make kind of influence on your brain. So basically, alcohol, it's not bring you any pleasure, but just activate certain part of your brain, what they bring you this kind of interesting feelings, what people drinking or using alcohol or so on. And yeah, so it's about the judgment. So just try to not judge anyone. You can make a note, whatever, and save your energy. And it's more energy you have, it's more easy for achieve what you want. It's more easy to be more creative. You will be more alert, more easy for wake up. You will be need less food. You know, people not eat for survive and keep body alive. So we eat for enjoy. And compare to times like 200-300 years ago, we have really happy time. We can afford to ourselves to get fat, what before majority of people not really can afford it. And you know, now we have even different problem. We don't know what to do with our way. Yeah, and I want to discuss another really weak way of thinking. It's compareness. It's pretty normal to compare, because all of our experience from childhood is based on a previous experience. So you have a certain experience, and everything what happened next, you compare with the previous experience. And okay, it might be hot, I will not touch it. Okay, it's look like a fruit, probably I can eat it. Okay, these people from my experience looks nice, and these people looks a bit aggressive, so probably will not communicate with them, and so on. We have a previous experience, we always compare, but sometimes this habit can come like we compare ourselves with other people, what is totally wrong. We might be happy with everything what we have, but when our neighbor have a better house or better car or better motorbike, we feel unhappy, you know. We fine with what we have, and then we see other people who more successful and so on, and we became like so miserable. And even it's a lot of jokes about like I don't want like a super big house bigger than my neighbor. I want my neighbor have a smaller house than I am. Some Jew people tell me the joke, like the God asked, you can have like whatever you want, but your neighbor will have double. He said, okay, I wanna have $1 million, and bam, the neighbor have a $2 million. He say, okay, I want a beautiful wife, and bam, neighbor became the Muslim and he have 2 beautiful wives. And then he said to the God, okay, I want you to take my left eye. So you got the point. So what's the problem with comparisons? Actually, let's say you somewhere on the middle. Half people will be more success, younger, more beautiful, richer, more happier, more healthier than you. And another half of people will be less success, will be in a less comfortable condition, have not so handsome boyfriend or not so beautiful wife as you are, and more poor and maybe less happy, and so on. So basically it always will be certain amount of people around you, and you will be on the middle with them. Psychologically, if you wanna get to success, you have to be with the people similar level with you, not too high or not too low. Because if, for example, you be have a dialogue with people who on completely different level of consciousness, let's say 5 years old kids, you will be not interested. But some people who are super smart, like extraterrestrial intelligent, you will not understand anything what they said. Same if you own, I don't know, $1 million a year, and some billionaires who have a business way more enhanced. So probably you cannot reach that level. And if you talk with the people who earn just $1,000 a year, let's say, it will be too low level. So it's quite difficult for grow up in a certain condition. So people supposed to be near your level, like a little bit more rich or a bit more success or a little bit less. Basically, same system you can use for working with your mind, with your memory, with your intelligence. So people intelligence level of education should be like really close to yours, and you can develop yourself in a certain environment. Same in a training. So basically everywhere, same like in meditations, spiritual growth, training. Yeah, it's pretty obvious. So if you on a similar level, little bit worse, a little bit better, you can train and can grow together. But if someone is too weak, probably your results will go down. But if someone is too strong, like professional athlete, you cannot do the same, and you just cannot catch same result as he or her is. So I think it's pretty much similar. And the main problem of compareness, when we compare the things, we always, it's our mind work. Some people, they put themselves in a higher position, like, and it can become an ignorance, what not so good as well. But usually people put themselves in a lower position. So, oh, she is younger than I am, or she is more beautiful and her dress is better than mine, whatever. He's have a more new car, bigger biceps, whatever, bigger salary, whatever it is, more followers, so I don't know, it can be anything. So when we compare ourselves with others, it always brings kind of unsatisfaction, and we can feel a bit sorry about us, and so on and so on. It can be a lot of cause. We can get a lot of different kind of feelings what not really pleasant, and everything only with a compareness. So saying in a many Buddhist tradition have a technique in a retreat, and not only. So basically you can come to a certain temple and take a retreat, and if they see you done like 2 or 3 retreats, like 1 week or 1 month for the meditation, let's say a few days you keep silent, few days you not communicate with one, few days stay alone or whatever, and have a lot of different retreats, and they give you like a different kind of rules, like, okay, so now you stop to compare it all. It's our nature to compare the things. So let's say you meditate, you have no thoughts, and you can become a state in a pure mind without a previous experience. So everything it's new, you can see it like 1 hour and just contemplate everything around, just enjoy what you see and everything new, and you don't know what is what. It's pretty silly state. You can stuck in many different kind of states. It's one state I was, where it was just like a pure piece of consciousness, I don't know, and you don't have any memory, any experience, and you not feel like a human, you feel like, I don't know, particle of light or something. And after you come back to the normal state and everything became just great, you're like, wow, you can enjoy sensations, smell, you can understand the things going, and it's another kind of fun. So any kind of state you switch, any kind of state you put your mind in, or your intention, or I even don't have a right word to it. So now I can understand why the monks say really wrote a really big books for describe really simple things. So yeah, and then when you come back to normal, enjoy your life, and you start to compare what is absolutely let's say natural for us, and it's automatic process. Basically it's a habit, and sometimes we make ourselves sad by ourselves. So basically not anyone force us to do so, we do it by ourselves. So we judge others, talk a lot of bullshit, compare us with like anyone, I don't know, famous actor or philosopher or politician, whatever, businessman, and yeah, we're miserable. So always you can find a person who can be better in something, and you can be okay with that. You can be happy for someone. Yeah, it's good, man, make a good business, why not, wrote a good book, make a good movie, just be happy for them, save your energy. So we kind of like spending energy for nothing, like for everything. And this kind of comparedness, when you compare yourself, oh, this guy looks better than I am, have more attention than other girls, have a more fit body. Okay, so just work on yourself. Make same fit body, be more success working on your business, or create your own family, or I don't know, if you wanna be better in a public speech or more fun, okay, so just take a comedian course, whatever it is, just work on yourself. But not try to judge yourself and put in a miserable state, what some people do. And I just not take it from somewhere. I've been a listener for quite a long time, and you know how much shit people have in their heads, like really a lot. And people easily can get sad literally from nothing. And another thing what our mind can do really easily became for automatic process, and it can be your worst or one of the worst bad mind habits, I would say. Mind exaggerates things, exaggerate everything, make from fly elephant. And especially the woman's really good in that, and they know. So basically nothing really happened, but we make a really huge problem for it. So probably with your life experience, maybe in a school, university, on your work or whatever, home, in your, I don't know, in your area, you saw people who always make a super big problem from everything, and it's not happening one day. So one time you exaggerate it a little bit, and next time a little bit more, and when you do it 100 times, you really easy from nothing can make a really huge problem. So someone said, let's say, I don't know, you're not so good in the work, or you're not professional, but you know you are professional, or just, I don't know, some person said you're an idiot or whatever, it can be anything. And okay, nothing special, I don't care what people said, but some person can turn even to depression from it, or even think about the suicide, like, oh, like all of the people just think bad about me, no one appreciate me, I have no respect for people around, and so on, no one loves me, whatever. So for some person, like really small thing can become in total disaster, can be tragedy forever. So this kind of exaggeration, it became from our not mindful living, because we live automatically, we drive automatically, we sometimes eat automatically, not even focus on our food, watch some stupid films, whatever, walk automatically, we're not focusing on walking, breathing, let's say, we do a lot of things automatically. And sometimes we skip the papers, even sending letters, make a copy paste or whatever. We do the work automatically, especially people who work on a factory like robots, they know very well, they even not count the box or buttons or what they do, they just put it automatically because they've done it many years. And our mind don't want to think about anything and want to save energy. It's like a natural process. So same people who try to be really lean, make a cardio, You do the cardio 1 month and next month it's not working. Your body know what you're doing and try to save the energy, so you need always change something. So same exercises for the mind, for the memory, for I don't know, for it's have like a kind of IQ test, not really IQ test, but I forgot how it's called. A different kind of logical construction you need to complete, just like a game, just for fun. And you need to do always different one, because until you complete, let's say, exercise with the cubes, you already know how to put these cubes. And then you make it with triangles. Okay, it's something new, you don't know what to do with the triangles. You complete it with triangles, and there you have a circles. Oh damn, you have something new. You have no idea what to do with the circles, and your mind working again. But you cannot do the same things over and over again because you know what to do, and your mind not working. Same with your body. When you do the same exercises, probably will keep on the same way, so you need to make some changes for shock your muscles, for make it grow, for got that potential. So you need to increase the weight or increase amount of sets, increase amount of reps and so on. Change the techniques, change the diet for gain a bit weight. So basically it's everything about the changes. You cannot be on the same level, do the same things and expect that something will happen. Unfortunately, this world we live in, it nothing stable, everything changed. Rocks is broken, water became clouds, and after clouds became a water, and after it can be frost. So everything is changed. Tree is growing or tree is dying and whatever. And our body change and our mind change. And basically you are the captain who make this kind of changes. So you can change for worse or you can change for better. And basically it good and bad news at the same time. Once you have to work on yourself non-stop all the time. You cannot relax. So basically you will have a progress all of your life, or you can get some degradation, unfortunately. So basically maybe nature creates us in this way, so you never can stop. You always should work on yourself, always should move forward, and on a certain age, on a certain period of your life, whatever, you became like Buddha, get to the Buddha state or whatever it is. I don't know, it depends from your aim, but yeah, your memory with years will not get better if you're not training. If you're training, yeah, you can remember a lot of things. Your body with the years is not get better. You can look on older people, but still some old people, they're super fit if you work on it. Same with comedians. I think no one born to be a comedian. Maybe some of the people who like talented, but people hard working on it, they practice a lot of time. So you see the reaction of the people, you try to create a new jokes, you try to make your own way to be funny to people and so on. So basically it's a really big training until you became a really good comedian. Same with the public speech. People practice years, and during this years they practice hours every day, and then yeah, they work for certain politicals, make a public speech or make a presentation for the certain products and so on. So everything is about the training. So it depends from your aim, depends where you moving, what you want to achieve. You work in a certain direction, and it's just a matter of time. You're training and you got what you want. So you can use all of your, let's say, strong points like confidence and self-discipline, what might be most important, and many others. And also, you know, you have like a lot of weak points, and you try to switch it off, or at least put it under control. Like we discussed today, weakness of judgments, or compare ourselves. Also the fear, also when you feel unconfident. And fear just stops us to do a lot of things, because we don't know the nature. We don't know what will happen next. We came first time to the job, or meet first time certain person, or visit a certain place. We bit uncomfortable here. We not feel confidence. We maybe feel afraid, and it's like block us from any action at all. And we have a huge collection of these, I would say, weak points. Why weak points? Because they stop us from achieve what we want. It stop us to get our goals. It stop us for work on ourselves and get a progress. A really simple example, when I try to make a backflip, I came on a mat, I understand it's soft, and if I fail even on my neck, nothing dangerous supposed to be happen. But I'm scared to do it because I know I might be hurt and difficult for make a first move. After you jump, fail, you hurt a few times, and after you know what it is, and you're not afraid anymore because you know it's safe. And bam, you then backflip, and after again and again, and your body already know how to make it, and you think, oh, how I cannot make it before. Same with the bungee. Same like with the bungee jump, you just look it down, and it's pretty natural state when you're afraid of loud noise or high. Most of people are afraid of high. And you just think, oh, do I really need it? And okay, I already paid for it, but I not really want to jump, and so on. And after you jump, and wow, it's like so incredible feelings when you're flying down, and it's same time so cool and super scary, because in the bungee jump, you can see the ground where you like nearly hit it. And then you have like 300% of emotion what boiling and go out of your body, out of your mind, and you think like, wow, it's so cool, and yeah, I did it, and probably will do it again. But before was like so scary for just try for making first step. But it's just really extreme examples. But same examples when you try come to the to the woman, come to the appointment. Some people, they not come to the appointment when they have an invitation because they're afraid to be denied, they're afraid they're not professional enough, or so on. Okay, if you're not professional enough, just say that I have like a small experience, I work in this industry only half year or whatever. So you still have like 50% they approve it, or 50% they will not approve it, nothing to worry about. Same story, I don't know, somewhere in a gallery, in a library, an exhibition, whatever, you want to find a really good girlfriend or boyfriend, of course if you're a smart woman. So many guys are just afraid come to the girl, oh, she's too pretty, or looks too smart, or I don't know, looks too posh, whatever. And you never come, you never know. And here the thing, same like for find a good boss, to find a good job, or find a girlfriend, it's just a statistic. With some reason, we really match to the certain people, certain company of people, or working company in general, for the certain faculties. It's same for us. Some people we like, some people we really neutral, and some people we not really like. Same certain faculties. It can be physical appearance, way of speaking, how they look like, how they behave like, it many factors. Same other people. It's impossible everyone will like you. Even like Hollywood actors and famous philosophers, book writers who really famous, and majority people love their books, they love their stories, but not everyone. Some people hate them. They always have some people who wrote really bad critic about, even about famous politicals, famous economists, and famous actors or actresses, singers. So it's pretty normal. Not everyone like us, so we cannot match with everyone. So for some people we will be really comfortable, our personality, and for some people not. So certain amount of people will like us a lot and would like to spend our time with us and some people absolutely not. And it's absolutely nature, and we need to understand that point. It's only statistic, it's only number of people. Some people might meet more people who will be quite positive to our attitude, and other people might be less lucky and met less people who like them. But it's pretty fine. It's still possible to find a friend, still possible to find the partners for making business, still possible to find a wife or husband, because we still have a big amount of people with who we can match. That's it. It's only matter of work, what you need to do for sort out all of that people. That's it. But most important, it's your reaction, because some people, they feel like super famous when they got some kind of attention, and then bam, they feel like super sad when they don't have attention from people, or they said like, oh, you know, you're not really interesting, and well, you're not funny at all, and I wouldn't find your pictures or your works good enough, and so on. So your reactions is really, really, really important to it. So this simple understanding, again, can save a lot of your energy, mental energy, and also can bring you to the state when you're more or less neutral. So not put you in a sad state, and will keep you like more in a positive state. So yeah, this person not like me, it's fine, no problem. And that people said shit about me without any reason. Okay, it's not the end of the world. I still can live with that. Alright, so I didn't get this job because the boss probably we cannot match with him with any topic at all. But with a billions people, imagine how many might really like you, might really like your talents, your personality, your voice, your look, whatever. So it was made a lot of very interesting research and tests by psychologists when they try to check the girls and boys for try to make a couple. So who they will prefer, what type they will prefer. So it was some people they was act naturally, and some people they was played a certain role, be it too arrogant or like too smart or a bit dumb or too shy, whatever, and was incredible. What it called? So what most interesting thing was that basically all of the type of people was interesting to someone. So some girls or some boys, if there was a girl, they make changes, was like a certain person, certain personality or certain character. Same like in a movie, we have a lot of different characters, and some people like bad character, some people like good character, some don't like all of them, and some like everyone. So same is here. It's mean always watch your reactions, so try to be mindful. So to be mindful is the main key to your not only success, to your happiness, to your balance. To be balanced is really, really important. It means you not go too down, so your feelings not go really low level and not going too high. Because when we are like super joy, super happy, and like feel like we center of attention and everything just for us, and we're really, really important, and then bam, we lose it. So it might be really painful experience for fell down. But when you control it, so basically you try to enjoy yourself, but with not overreaction. Yeah, same you can be happy, but without like over emotional state. Same when you're confident. Confidence is good, but when you're overconfident, you might not realize the danger. Like a super fast driving, like people under the drugs, let's say which one, amphetamine. They overconfident and they not realize the danger, and sometimes they get, let's say, car crash or other unpleasant situation. So basically just a simple example. So not only about overconfidence. So of course you shouldn't control any emotion at all. It should be let it be. Because if you suppress or put it down, so if you're angry and you not let it go, you might get like some mental illness, and mental illness might become a physical one. So I think in this case Japanese is super smart. So if you feel bad or something wrong with you, in some office they have punching bags and you can come and hit the punching bag. Some of them they put a picture of the boss, but boss he put too much pressure on his workers, and he put a picture on a punching bag, and you can punching bag and imagine it's a boss. I think it's super smart way, so the owner of company might be avoid any real injuries, and people can be like a little bit get out from stress. So yeah, any exercises, any kind of anger for let it go, it always bring you released. You cannot just hold in it. So same when you love someone so much, just say it to the person, show your love. It's absolutely fine, it's natural, you don't need to keep it inside. Or if you feel really sorry for something, I think much better talk about, I don't know, it's maybe your boss, your friend, your parents, just speak about, don't hold it inside. Because when we hold a lot of things inside, it can blow up sooner or later. And then you need to come to the psychologist, discuss all of the things what you not really want to talk about, and so on. So if you have something inside, just let it go. So basically it's kind of effect of water. So just make it floating. Some thoughts come to you, just let it go. Some emotions, some feelings come to you, just let it go. It's make it float. So it might make your life so much easier. I know like hundreds of stories when people really struggling on their working place because of their co-workers. They cannot find similar topics, they not talk to each other, and after it might become even worse. They might make work their lifetime on the workplace worse as possible. Make it stupid gossips, make it different tricks, stupid jokes, make it complaints, and so on and so on. And if you think you only one like that, no, it's many people. And a lot of forums online you can find when people just discuss the problems and so on. It seems like not thousands, like 100,000 of people that just suffering on the work. And I'm pretty sure if we take some countries like China, where everything's prohibited and super strict, there the level of unhappy people on work will be way higher than, let's say, in Europe, when everything is quite open, you can discuss it. And also it have a lot of help centers, a lot of listener centers, what supported by government or NGO company. So you're familiar with NGO company, right? If not, maybe I'll make another video. I've been volunteer for some, in 2 words, it's like not government company, what have some sponsors, let's say some factory, for giving a little bit money for the workers who work, but mostly they don't have enough money for pay for everyone, so they try to find as much volunteers as possible. And they do a lot of different things. Let's say save animals like dogs or some kind of fish or birds or trees or national parks, or try to educate kids in some wild places where there's no school and so on. It's many different kind of NGO organizations. Some of them they have workers if they have a good sponsors. Some, most of them, they're really small and they have not enough money for everything, so they try to find volunteers qualified, or they make a training. So have some NGO organization like for the listeners. And just imagine how big amount of people who are not happy with their life, who are suffering, and suffering from our own thoughts and our own way of thinking. So basically all of this silly dialogue I do right now, so just try to bring you for the point. So we make ourselves joy, we make ourselves happy, we make ourselves unhappy or sad or unsatisfied, and all of the keys you have. And I just start from really far away and try bring closer and closer to the point, because it's really huge amount of people who really not happy with what they want and what they do, and I don't know why they not change it. And yes, as a listener, you're not allowed to give any suggestion. Same when you're a life coach, you give zero suggestion, but you try to teach a person to find a way out, to realize by himself. And if you're a psychotherapist, you not give any suggestion either, but you do the certain exercise, and finally person supposed to realize. And psychologists, yeah, they make good money for selling drugs, but still drugs, it's not a remedy. It can give you a short release, but later on it became even worse. I don't know, I make a huge research about the different preparates, medicine, what been made for last, I don't know how many, 50 years maybe, and one is prohibited, another come on the market, another prohibited, then another tablets go on the market, and so on. It's just a huge marketing and no one care. It might be even worse for you. You're a consumer, you feel bad, okay, we will help you. And they block a certain neurotransmitters, released another one, and so on. So basically you harm yourself, and it's much better if you can sort it out by your mind. I think it's the best way, if it's possible. So just try to work on your mind little bit, step by step, every day. So it's same like meditation or fitness. 1 day, 2 day, 3 weeks, and you'll see some small result. Same, you cannot be like a big athlete or make a sprint on the same level with the Olympic champion with a 2-3 weeks training. You need training a lot. So same your mind, you start to training now, and with a, I don't know, maybe with a weeks or months time, you can be friend with them, you can get it under control. It's a lot of different exercises. Some exercises I provide you already, and way more I'll provide you later on, what you can use it and can get it under control. So I use the tools what works well for me. I don't know, I'm quite happy person, I'm really happy with everything I have. It doesn't mean I don't want more, I don't want to work more. I have my aims, and I know where I'm going, and basically it what make me happy, and I will be really glad to share it with you. And some of my friends, what we done certain exercises, mind exercises and meditation. So I asked about the feedbacks. So some was quite neutral, some was negative, some was positive. So I think, okay, it's worked for me, it's worked for my mate, it worked for another person. Okay, it means it's like more or less it's working, so why not use it? But for use something, first you need to want it. Otherwise, if you don't want something and you do the I don't know, exercises for make your memory better, you know, it's like violence. You torture yourself, and I don't think it's really good. But when you analyze your life situation, okay, you're happy with this one, great. You're happy with that one, awesome. And you're not happy with, I don't know, with these things what maybe you compare to yourself with others all the time. Okay, if you're not happy with that and you logically realize it's not so good, okay, great, just work on it and try find another point. Okay, you're always confident, okay, it's your strong point. You creative, okay, it's your strong point. It's good, you can working hard, okay, it can be your strong point. Or maybe you like always easygoing, easy to relax, okay, can be your strong point as well. But okay, you judge other people, okay, might be weak point, or You always have fear without, I don't know, any new places or without your close friends. You're not really comfortable for meet new people, or I don't know, you're not comfortable talk to beautiful man or woman, etc. Okay, so it's maybe something you need to working on. And when you know the I don't know, the cause of the problem, it's really easy to find the solution. So for example, you not confident in a certain things, just type it online. It's so much information, it's so much books. Basically, if you read one, it will be quite enough, because 10 other books, it will be explain the same thing in a different direction. Same like books for actors, everyone explain the same thing in different ways, and all about really similar techniques. So basically, one people like one writer, and other people like another writer, and so on. So when you know the cause, okay, you're not happy with a certain your habit, okay, you can work on it. I wouldn't say it will be easy, but you can go it step by step. So let's say we have a big rock, like huge mountain. What you can do with that? Nothing you can do with that. It's like impossible. It's a huge mountain, maybe 500 meters high. It's even difficult for walk around and really difficult for climb up. What you can do? Nothing you can do, yeah? It depends how you think. Or what if you take a hammer and start to break it up, just piece by piece, and you make a small stones and break it. Yeah, it will take a lot of time, years I would say, but you can break all of the wall out. So basically you can do the same thing with your habits. It seems like impossible, it seems like difficult. You need to start with the small things, with really basic thing. So when you start with something, you move forward step by step, piece by piece, and you will get to the point. You will get what you want, and you can use this tool like for literally anything. Start with something small, and easy, and walk forward. If you can do the small steps, okay, do the small steps. If you cannot, okay, make it smaller. Or if it's easy, okay, make it bigger steps. That's it. Okay, so I wish you to fight with all of your weak points, and time go to home. So we'll see you on another training.
In the sky, gazing far into the night, I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the